Good morning, students. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. I'm going to show you a short video. Pay close attention to what is happening. Can anyone tell me what was happening in the video? The video shows 3 men, and they're called the Three Stooges. You had Curly, Larry, and Moe. And these men didn't know anything about personal space. They were always hitting and making sounds and making noises, but they were never really communicating. So this is how it could sound if we did not learn how to write correctly, because listening, reading, and writing are all connected. So our lesson objective for today will be that students will learn that a sentence starts with a capital letter, be able to identify what type of punctuation is needed at the end of a sentence. The students will learn how to write incomplete sentences. The students will learn the chronological order of a story, beginning, middle, and end. And the reason you need to learn these things is because they're in our everyday life. These skills you're going to need forever, whether it's writing on paper or writing on your iPhone or on a computer. You need to know how to write correctly. The vocabulary words in our lesson are capitalized, punctuation, paragraph, chronological order, and sequence. And we talked about these words yesterday and created a word wall based on the best definitions that we chose from each other. And so that's how we created our word wall. These words here I want you to remember, because these words are going to help us with our lesson. Most of you are good listeners and good readers, so now we want to become good writers. Okay, students, I want to give you a sentence, and I want you to tell me what's missing out of this sentence. Tom, can anyone tell me what's missing? Tom is going to the movies tomorrow. What is missing from that sentence? That is correct. Tom should have been a capital letter. Tom is going to the movies tomorrow. Capital letter. Now take a look at your other sentence there. We're going to read these off. And you tell me what's missing. I am going to the mall tomorrow. Andrew, what's missing from that? A period. You are so right, Andrew. A period is missing. That is correct. Now, I want everyone to write a sentence about what they like to do on the playground. I will walk around to make sure that everyone is on task. Good job. I see that everyone is doing a wonderful job. Now I want everyone to stop, and we're going to talk about chronological order. Chronological order are things that happen in order. So every morning that you get up, you do things you may not realize you do them in order. So for myself, the 5 things I do, I get out of bed, stop my alarm. Number 2, take a shower. Number 3, number 4, get dressed. And number 5, brush my teeth. Now I want everyone to practice and write down 5 things they do in the morning in chronological order. Okay, Jesse, what should we remember about putting things in chronological order? Exactly, numbering them. Exactly, that's how we know that they are in chronological order. Okay, for independent practice, I want everybody to get out their iPads, and I want them to sign into their IXL accounts, and you will be doing lessons 2, 3, and 4. This will cover the objectives that we are trying to meet today in regards to what are our objectives today, Marcus? Exactly. Knowing that a sentence starts with a capital letter, being able to identify what type of punctuation is needed in a sentence, writing incomplete sentences, and chronological order, putting things in chronological order. You are so right, Marcus. Excellent job. Excellent job. Class, can we all go over that, what Marcus just said? Let's repeat what he said. The purpose of our lesson today. Making sure that we have a capital letter at the beginning of our sentence. Making sure that we have the correct punctuation at the end of our sentences. writing incomplete sentences, and being able to put our story in chronological order so that we can learn what would be the beginning and middle and end when we read a story. Good job, guys. Y'all are excellent, excellent listeners. So on your iPad for independent practice, you're going to do lessons 2, 3, and 4. Those lessons will reinforce the objectives that we're learning today. And then you're going to print off your assessment sheet and turn that in to me. I'm going to give you about 8 minutes to do that. Okay, good job. Everyone's doing a good job. Good job. Okay, who can tell me what comes at the end of a sentence if I am asking a question? Logan. Good job, Logan. If I'm asking a question mark. Excellent job. Class, what comes at the end of a sentence when I'm asking a question mark? When I'm asking a question? A question mark. Sorry about that. Don't want to give you the answer. What does a sentence start with? Lance. Right. Good job, Lance. A capital letter. Good job. Good job. That is a wonderful job. Okay, now I want everyone to get ready. Get out a sheet of paper, and you're going to write a paragraph. Who can tell me about how many sentences a paragraph makes? Who knows that? Shane? Good job. About 5 to 6 sentences. Excellent job. Excellent. Excellent job. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to write a paragraph quietly. Then we're going to switch papers with our neighbor and read their paragraphs. Your paragraph could be about something that you like to do on the playground. And then we are going to correct those papers with each other. And then we're going to go over any type of corrections that we need to make. Go ahead and do that. Start that. Very, very good job. Everybody's on task, doing a good job. Okay, so pass your papers. Go ahead and just circle any error that you think that the person made in the paragraph. And go ahead and talk with your classmates. Correct those mistakes. If you need my assistance, raise my hand. I'll come around and help. I think y'all are on task. Y'all doing a wonderful job. Now I want everyone to pass those papers to the end and pass them up. And I'll take a look at those later. But I do already have your assessments from your IXL, which is good, which was wonderful. Everyone did a good job on their assessments from the IXL, from the iPad. It's very good. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. And I want y'all students to please stand. Everyone's done a wonderful job today. Let's wrap it up. We're going to play the whip around. I'm going to start the ball, throw the ball. Okay, the Jamie, I'm going to ask you a question. And what does a sentence begin with, Jamie? A capital letter. You are so right. Good job, Jamie. Okay, I'm going to throw Jamie, you can throw the ball. Who got the ball? Okay, good job. Daisy. What type of punctuation will come at the end of this sentence? Is it okay if I come over tomorrow? Good job, Daisy. That is correct. A question mark. Great job. Great job. Okay, so how do we know? Okay, Daisy, throw the ball. Okay, throw it. Oh, who got it? Ryan. Good job, Ryan. Good job. Okay, Ryan. How do we know? And how do we know if you have? How do we know what steps you take in the morning to get up and get ready for school? How do we know that? What is the indicator? Right, you number your steps. You put them in what? What is our big word? Right, chronological order. Good job. Good job. Okay, who's got the ball now? Okay, Rachel, how do we know what words are usually indicate to us that it's the beginning of a sentence? Right, once upon a time or in the beginning. Good job, Rachel. Good job. Good job. Okay. All right. So, who can tell me what type of punctuation come at the end of this sentence? Wow. We had an exciting time yesterday. We won, yay! Good job, exclamation point. That is correct, good job. Okay. I chose the writing activities because I feel that they were the most effective method of learning these objectives. Also, the iPads. Kids are so techy these days. There are some excellent ELAR programs. So those are always very beneficial in reinforcing learning. Giving students a variety of ways of learning helps them in their learning and retaining information. And it also brings a joy to their learning. I chose the objective because it has relevance to everyday life. And this is what I will be teaching in my new job. I monitor my class by modeling the exercise, guided practice, and prompt feedback, walking around the room, making sure that they are on task, making sure that they don't have any questions, and helping them. I do not help them on independent practice. That is something that they have to do on their own, but I do provide feedback after it's over. High order questionings that I ask is, who can predict how a sentence would sound if there were no punctuation marks at the end? Who could, okay. Chris, that is correct. May sound like the Three Stooges video. Okay, Sonny, what words could indicate to us that it was the beginning of a story? Once upon a time. Good job. How about Francesca? What would indicate to us that it was maybe the middle part of the story? This happened next. You are so right. And Logan, how about the end? They lived happily ever after? Yep, okay. That's a good one, isn't it? Okay, good job, guys. Those are just a few. But sometime when you're reading the story, you can tell where you are in the story. If it's the beginning, the middle, and the end. It has an order to it, just like our life has an order. Does having the wrong punctuation at the end of a sentence change the meaning of the sentence? For example, a question mark or a period. Yes, that is correct. If it shouldn't have a period and it should have a question mark, then we don't know if that person is asking a question or not, or if they meant to just make a statement. You are so correct, Taylor. Good job. I chose the hook of the Three Stooges because I thought it brought relevance to what we were doing, and it gave the class it showed a class a little humor, and it opened our mind to the fact that if we don't communicate correctly, we could possibly sound like the Three Stooges. How do you plan to use a strategy to teach language? Our word wall that we created. I plan to use the strategies, the graphic organizers, to include the sandwich and the foldable. The sandwich for step-by-step instruction on how to write a sentence. What steps do you take in looking for sentence structure, practicing chronological order. The foldable was to be used for the vocabulary words. Kids like to create those little foldables for all kinds of neat little things. They're very familiar with those. So those are a very good tool to use in learning, reading vocabulary or sight words. Those foldables are really neat. I monitor my students' learning by modeling guided practice and making sure that they're on task with independent work. I'm always checking for understanding by questioning what they're doing throughout the monitoring process, but not doing independent work. But I do give feedback off the independent work when they turn in their work. I chose the closure activity whip around, because I know that they've been sitting for a long period of time. It's a fun game to do, calling on different students and passing the ball. Also, studies have shown that movement enhances cognitive thinking and learning. So that all goes hand in hand. And I will know that my students know it by them responding successfully from questions throughout the lesson, as well as by doing well from the assessment from handwriting assignments or from their iPad lessons, and from collaboration with their fellow students or their peers, because I know that if they're having problems, or if they're having concerns about what they're doing, it would be two of them coming to me or letting me know that this is what's happening, and I could get them help for better understanding. And I always encourage the students to come to me at the end of class about any lessons that they think they may need additional help on. And I usually give them the website starting out. If they don't need a lot of help, if they need a lot of help, then I may give them a homework worksheet, or I may offer tutoring sometime in the week for them to come by to get that extra one-on-one. Thank you. That's the end of my video.